There's nobody in charge of this thing. So we've got what we've got. So we did this. And we're going to take a look at it. And before I unravel everything and go into it too much, I'm going to say there was one conference that is going to get confirmation that what everybody was saying about them was true. Another conference is going to get confirmation that what they've been saying about themselves is true. One conference is going to get a pleasant surprise, and another one's going to get a huge disappointment. When we put this together, you know, to me, when you're talking about comparing conferences and all you do is look at wins and losses, that's kind of like the first grade box of jumbo crayons. It'll make colors, but it's very, very basic. And that is not really telling you anything. Yeah, everybody can look at wins and losses, but if my number one team's playing the worst team in your conference and I beat them by 3, it's really not a feather in my cap. It's more a feather in your cap because your bottom team played my top team that well. So what we did was we kind of weighted the wins and, level of competition. And we did that by putting all the teams into a tier system. And for the purposes of doing that, it was the top 2 teams were tier 1, the bottom 2 tier teams from the power conference tier 8. We started with tier 6 in the group of 5 and went all the way down to tier 12. So that's the way we did it. And you gave or got points depending on whether you were the higher tier or the lower tier. You got a point for every tier different. And then you could earn points for how much you won by. For instance, a win at home by 3 is worth nothing. A win on the road by 3 is worth 2 points, and a neutral site's worth 1, and we carried that all the way out. The most points you could earn was 15. Okay, so we did that. We broke it down into 8 tiers. Now, for these purposes, we're putting it back into a 4-tier system. And so basically you're looking at the top quarter, next quarter, lower third, and then the bottom is the way we broke it down. And I'm up front. I'm an SEC fan. I am a Georgia fan, but that influenced none of this. That's why I came up with the formula I came up with, because these are numbers.